If I had my way, every child would go to Seed. Every child.
Delano.
When he first came here, it was like stepping off of a cliff, not knowing where you were going to end up. But sometimes you have to just jump out there, have a leap of faith, because in my son's case, and a lot of the children here, it's made their lives a lot better.
The Seed School has made that difference. Walk these halls and feel lives being changed, futures rearranged.
I think that Seed has given me a chance to not only grasp opportunities that probably I would have never seen, but it's also given me the chance to go through life and know that if you have people willing to support you, and if you do everything you can to use that support for yourself, that there is no way you can't be happy.
It's been a place of safety, sanctuary away from the real world. I've been able to come here and let my imagination fly the way I wanted to.
I think Seed really did protect us from the dangers of the outside world so that we can focus more on going to college and focus more on fulfilling our goals instead of having to worry about whether or not we're going to be killed or someone's going to jump us out of school. So I think that was one of the good things that Seed did, and that's one of the things that helped change me as a person.
It's hard not to wonder, what would life have been like without Seed?
Well, typical run-of-the-mill would have been that I have dropped out of high school maybe, gotten my GED, be working at a grocery store or like not a really great job, probably never move out of the house. I mean, a lot of the girls I went to elementary school with, some of them are pregnant now. They asked me when graduation was, and I tell them it's in June, and I say, when's your graduation? And they're like, oh no, I left a year ago. It's scary to think about what could have been.
And now?
Life is looking really good right now. I was accepted to Princeton, which is mind-blowing.
Eve is going to Virginia State. Delano is going to Georgetown.
It's called an asterisk. It's like a star. What does that tell you to do? Do you know?
The cornerstone, the foundation of any school, is its teachers and administrative team.
They're the heart of the institution. You'll see it in the classroom.
Being a member of the academic or the boarding faculty here is really great work, but it's also very hard work. And the most important thing that they do is that they act as role models for all of our students, because many of them have been through the same challenges that our students have been through. And all of them have been to college, and they can say, here's why you do it. It's hard work to get to college and then to graduate, but you can do it. And I can tell you how, and I can help you get there. And so by acting as role models, by walking with our students, literally 24 hours a day, hopefully our students will learn and say, I can do this and I want to do this.
I think also the bonds with the teachers, like they're not, like in public schools, teachers are more like enforcers, but at Seed, they're more like your friend and like someone you can come to like if you need help, and they won't just like give up on you. If they see that you're not doing good in their class, they'll say, you just come to my tutorial. If anything you need extra help, I'll help you.
The students, they would push and I would push back. And there were times when they just needed someone to believe in them and to articulate that. And even when it seemed like everything else was not going well, just to keep their minds focused and to let them know it's okay to have a breakdown. Then we break down and we pick ourselves back up.
The Seed students learned that lesson well. They kept going. Spring 2005 saw the first class of Seed School graduates, with every senior going on to college.
We graduated our first class, and all of our kids went off to college, and many of them were accepted to tremendous colleges, to Howard and to Princeton and to Stanford and lots of others. And we were really, really proud of how they did. But we weren't surprised, because the whole point here is that we have believed if you take any child and give them the challenges and the opportunities that they need, they will succeed. And that's exactly what has happened over the last 6 years, is we have taken perfectly normal, healthy, average American children who simply by virtue of their socioeconomics, were unlikely to be given some of the things that they needed to prepare themselves for college because their schools weren't going to be able to do it or their neighborhoods weren't going to be able to do it. And we made sure that they had those things. And you know what the kids did? They ran with it. And they prepared themselves, and they earned themselves admission to America's top colleges and universities.
And I'll be going to Charleston Southern University in South Carolina.
Georgetown.
Virginia State University.
North Carolina A&T.
The Art Institute of Washington.
Virginia Union University.
Hiram College in Ohio.
And I'll be attending the University of Pennsylvania in the fall.
The Seed School is more than just students, it's more than faculty, it's about a movement. It's about trying to prove to society that we can take any child and we can get them to the point where they will be successful.
We really started this in response to what we felt was decades of neglect of millions of children across this country. We cannot afford to write these children off. They're entitled to an education. As a society, we owe it to them, and as a society, we owe it to ourselves to educate all of our citizens. And for decades, we've just let millions of our citizens, of our children, languish. And a lot of what we are doing here is proving that that's just wrong, and it's just lazy, and it's just unacceptable. And if we're willing to do the hard work, and we're willing to create communities that are custom designed to work for these children, or those children, or the other children, whatever their needs are, that all of our children can succeed.
An ancient biblical text, the Talmud, tells us that when you save one life, you save the world entire.
What we're doing with the Seed School is we're actually saving the lives by reclaiming, realizing the promise and potential of every single child in this city.
When Eric and I started Seed, our intention wasn't to start one Seed School, it was to start a movement. And that movement was based around the idea that there are a group of children, not only here in the district, but also around the country, who could really benefit from being in a college prep boarding school environment. And so being able to open the Seed School and now graduate our first class has allowed us to take the first few steps in that process. What we want to do next is start more Seed Schools. How many more schools can we start? Where can we start them? And how soon can we start them?
What we hope for these kids is that they get to become whatever they want to become. That's the whole point. That they find themselves with choices, that they're able to make choices and be happy with those choices, that they're able to contribute back to their communities, and that they are able to help prove something that is really, really important for us as a society, which is that we really can't leave any children behind, and there really are solutions for bringing all of our children with us. And if we work hard and we invest the resources and we give kids those opportunities, that they can then change their world. We're trying to nurture the best human being each kid can be.
Yes, I can plant a seed.